Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel and welcome to my new course of Excel Essentials. Here's a question. What can Excel do? Well, Excel can store data, perform calculations, analyze data, and draw charts. In this course, we cover the essentials of Excel so that you are empowered from the very beginning and gives you the confidence to use Excel to increase your efficiency, productivity, and analytics in your workplace. In this course, we'll start by getting used to Excel and understanding its user interface. Because the reality is that whether you have been using Excel for a little bit or even for quite a long time, most of us are self-taught. The problem with that is there are a lot of gaps, and we don't even realize where the gaps are. So, the point of this course is to help fill those gaps. In that way, we can start building a really solid foundation, unpack how Excel actually works, and so that we can move forward with confidence. And remember, practice makes permanent when it comes to Excel. So, let's get started. Alright, so I have opened up Excel. I've got Excel 2016 version, so this is how my Excel looks like. If you're using 2016 or any older versions, you might find layout to be a little bit different, but again, don't be alarmed because majority of the functions are nearly the same, and it will still work out for you. So you've got two ways of opening a workbook. If you've recently been working on anything, you're going to find that over here in this list. Otherwise, it gives you an option to choose from various templates that Excel has already inbuilt, or you could click on a blank workbook and start from scratch. That's what we're going to do. So let's click on blank workbook. Alright, so before we get started, let's get familiarized with what the various things are, where the things are put, and what exactly they're called. This right here, where you see this gray section on the top, it's called a ribbon. So Excel has a lot of tools, and the way they are organized in Excel, because there's so many, they're organized in different tabs. Like for example, here you see the home tab, and you've got like clipboard, font tabs, alignment tabs. So these are the tabs, and you find various functions grouped logically within it. So for example, if you go to insert, you find illustrations where you could insert pictures, you could insert various type of shapes, or you could also go to charts and you have all the different options of charts organized over here logically. Again, let's check data. For example, you've got the functions of sort and filter grouped up over here, and you have all the various tools to be working on data in here. Alright, so let's get back to the home tab. You find another tab over here next to home, which is called file. If I click here, it takes me to the background view of Excel. What it means is that you could actually open a new file if you want to. You could open up something which you already have saved up. You could do the save, you could save your file. There are various save functions, print function, export, publish, or you also could close from here as well. Alright, now if you want to go back to your main view, either you could click on this button right here, or you could click escape. I'm pressing escape, so here you go. I'm back over here. Alright, so now I'm going to show you how to, if you're already in Excel, if you want to open a file, how to do that. So I'm going to go back to file, click on option of the open, and you've got option of browse. So if I click on browse, click on desktop, and I've got my file right here, take charge. So I'm going to click, so either I could double click from here or I could open it. So let me just do a double click. So there you go. It's going to take a while, and there you go. It's open up. I'm going to click on enable editing, and here I have my file opened. Okay, if you find that this ribbon is taking like a lot of space, so you could hide it. You have two ways of doing it. Do you see this upward arrow? It says collapse the ribbon. So if I click there, it hides it, or if I actually double click, it comes back. So or I could also do the same thing. For example, if I double click on the tab, it hides it. If I double click again, it brings it back. On top of this, on top of all of these tabs, you see another option over here. Alright, now this nice little guy up here, it's called Quick Access Toolbar. So by default, you're going to have like save option, undo, redo, and you could customize it as well. So let's click on this drop down arrow over here. And as you see, I've already got this sort ascending. If I uncheck it, it's gone. Right? And let me just remove that as well. So if you ever want to customize your quick access toolbar, so you could click on this drop down arrow and you could choose whatever function that you need. You could just check take it from here. So let's choose sort ascending. So let's say you're working on your workbook and you have certain tools that you are frequently using and you don't find them in the quick access. What could you do? So let's use an example of review, and I want to have a spell check. Now this isn't there. Now it was already there in my list, but let's say if it wasn't there, I'm going to right click and it says an option, the very first option is add to quick access toolbar. I'm going to click on it and it comes there. Do you see? So this is how, if you click on any function and if you want to have it there, you could do that as well. Let's do this. You want to have a pivot table in your quick access toolbar, right click, add to quick access toolbar. There you go. You've got now pivot table in your quick access toolbar. Alright, another thing. Do you see this over here, right below your ribbon? This is called a formula bar. And let's say I click over here. Do you see? It's popped up because the formula bar is actually going to show you what value is contained in a cell. What's a cell? So here, this is first our file. Do you see all of these A, B, C, Gs? So Excel sorts data into columns. So these are columns. They are all alphabets. And it also has them sorted in rows. These are all rows, and rows are in numbers. So if I click here, for example, A1, so this little bar over here, which is called name box, tells you the location or the name of a cell. So this rectangle is a cell, and a cell has a column letter, like that's how it's defined in Excel. It has A for the column letter and it has 1 for the row number. That's how cells are defined. So let's say if I click here, for example, it says D3. So D3 is the location of this cell, and you know that this is the current cell because it's a big rectangle and it has been highlighted with a bold border, you see. And it says D, which is column D, and 3 is row number 3. So that's how Excel identifies the location of this cell. And here in the address bar, where you see address, this is the information that's contained in that cell. Alright, another thing that you need to know is whenever you're working in Excel, so this entire thing, as you see the name over here, for example, it says take charge. This is called workbook, and that's the name of the workbook. And here where you see these tabs, these are called worksheets. And by default, you would always be having at least one worksheet in a workbook. Here on the bottom where you see this ribbon over here, this is kind of like your status bar. So let's say, for example, if I come here and let me select any numerical data, so cost price. If I highlight these cells, for example, you can see in the status bar it's giving you a quick sum of these values, a quick count. So I have actually highlighted 8 cells over here, so it's giving me a count and it's giving me an average of all this. So this is quite neat and handy. And what else? Let's see. Well, I think like this is it for now. If you have to close a file, you could easily do it from here, or you could go back to the file option and you could close from here. So when you click on close, in either way, whether you're going from the file option or you're directly closing from there, it's going to ask you, do you want to save changes to the file? If you want to save changes, click on save. If you don't want to save changes, click on don't save. So this was a very quick walkthrough of Excel, and I'm just got one quick message for you. Be brave and explore Excel on your own. Hi guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. I've actually tried to keep it really short so it becomes like a bite size and you could easily follow along and practice as well, and it doesn't become way too much overwhelming for you. Well, if you actually have still any questions, you could post it down below in the comment section. And if you feel that this video was informative for you and it was something of value, then please share it with your family and friends, or even your colleagues if you see they could benefit from it. And if you haven't already, do subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. Well, until next time, much love, God bless.